Hello and welcome to your July 2018 Economic and Educational Update. Les Goldstein from Personal Financial Strategies Incorporated here in Park Ridge. Well, according to United Nations policy paperwork and the Department of Economic and Social Affairs, rising fiscal vulnerabilities pose risk to many development prospects in developing countries. Most notably, countries with high vulnerabilities such as fragile GDP growth, elevated political uncertainty, and large deficits are more susceptible to capital outflows and sharp currency depreciation. This could result in these developing countries' stock markets experiencing losses of some significance. According to the same report, countries that may be at risk include many African, Latin American, and Western Asian economies where public finances have deteriorated rapidly over the past few years because of collapses in commodity-related revenue. This resulted in 2017 interest payments alone exceeding 20% of government revenue in many of these developing economies and countries. It's much different here in the U.S., where the economy is operating close to full retirement capacity and with the Fed targeting inflation. These facts alone may increase the path of interest rate increases by the Federal Reserve if monetary policy tightens. This may have a significant impact for many of the vulnerable developing countries discussed earlier. Now, there are reasonable grounds for concern in many countries. As an example, Brazil has had overall fiscal deficits averaging 9% of gross domestic product in 2015 through 2017. As a result, Brazil's debt to gross domestic product ratio increased to 84% in 2017. According to the same United Nations report, Brazil's biggest challenge is reforming its pension system, which is seen as unsustainable with a rapidly aging population and declining ratio of contributors to beneficiaries. Feels like Chicago a little bit, doesn't it? Brazil's fiscal pressures are projected to worsen in the coming decades. Not to be a broken record, but it still appears that the strongest economy in the world and the most stable economy in the world is right here at home. Here at PFS, we continue to recommend investing primarily in domestic companies and their stocks. There's no currency exchange risk, and our growth and economy appear stable. As always, rising interest rates impact bond prices to the downside, but as long as you own individual bonds of quality and hold them to maturity, you will have no principal risk for our bond investments. In the world of what's happening here at PFS, we'll be sending out an email and a letter very shortly. We're having a WP Carey Fund 17 dinner that will be taking place on September 27th. We'll be talking about the closing of that real estate investment trust and new investment subject to suitability and your overall plan into the Blackstone Real Estate Investment Trust. So stay tuned to learn more about that. And now for our required disclosure. While we believe that the information contained in this report is accurate and reliable, we cannot guarantee its accuracy. Opinions expressed herein are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any investment security. Please consult with us, your team here at PFS Wealth Management, before making any financial or investment decision. As always, we can be reached at 847-268-3670. Thank you, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Les Goldstein signing off for July 2018.